Hello everyone, welcome back. It's your boy Tatman. We're coming back at you with part 15 of my Mass Effect 3 Let's Play series. Part 14 was kind of quick. We did a side mission to defuse a bomb that was on Tachunka that the Turians had planted there in case the Krogans decided to start another uprising. So we were able to defuse the bomb and everything was all good there. Primarch Victus had his son die there, but there's casualties. We also went back to the Citadel and bought a bunch of stuff and then cleaned up some side missions. Maybe that'll be shown in the video. If not, go watch the gameplay only one if you really care about me buying a bunch of stuff on the Citadel. For now, what we're going to do, we are going to go and do the final Leviathan side mission, I believe, which is to scan for them and finally find the Leviathan. So let's go off and do that before we get back into the main story, which is going to be part 16. So if you don't care about side missions, skip it! Alright, let's get going. One of the things that that I realized about... That's kind of weird, it doesn't show up anywhere. Can't really go there. One of the things that I realized is that I'm definitely front-loading, and I do this a lot in my games, where I front-load the game. I'm gonna wait for this to go by, because this is super loud. I usually front-load my game with a lot of side missions first, and then I go back and do the main story afterwards, which I'm sure a lot of people do as well. The problem with doing this is that, well, there's gonna be a lot of parts here that you're like, I don't really care about this. Like, I don't care about you, like, scanning planets. And it's like, that's fine. This might also not be for you, then. Oh, there's Reapers.
I found something.
Alright. So, currently at part... currently at part 15 here, and we've done a couple of main story missions, but we haven't done a ton of them. So like, there's that sort of stuff. Dextro, what the hell? Fucking Dextro ration. Get the hell out of here with this bullshit. Should've just went out the left side. But at a certain point, we're gonna finish up all these side missions, and then it's like, all right, well, now it's time to just do the main story, I guess, right?
Signal confirmed.
And again, that's fine. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't really... I don't do a good job of like spacing things out and being like, alright, we're gonna do a couple here, a couple there. Kind of like interleave them. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, you still get the same story. While this game does tout itself as being like pretty... I don't know, pretty good about like trying to interweave side missions with like main story plot. It doesn't do the best job. So like if I do the side missions, like we found with like the Ravagers, we were doing the one side mission on some random homeworld near the Rachni like origin system, and it turns out that the Reapers are creating Rachni and using them, but we've already seen the Ravagers in other battles before. So it's like, now we're like, oh my god, they're Ravagers, they're Rachni. Like, what did you think they were before? Like, what? So if I'm doing the Leviathan side missions and I encounter them first there, like, what happens with the character? And it's like, we didn't change it because we didn't think about it. I don't, like, at the end, it's hard to really, like, piece that all together, especially when it's like the Leviathan is DLC. It wasn't in the original story plan. So when they were first making out the story and like your character's reaction to, oh man, the Rachni are back, well, they only thought about it based on the main story. They didn't take into account, well, if I see him in the side mission first, I'm like, now maybe I should change up the main story dialogue to maybe dictate, like, alright, well, I've already seen them, but I had no idea that they were Rachni. I just thought that they were like random, I don't know, creepy crawlies? Like, I don't know. How do you justify that? It's just weird.
I found something.
I think that's just it. That's 2181 Despoina. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature.
These
Closer
coordinates
examination
match our
required.
trace of Leviathan.
So yes, we're going to land here. We're going to go through with it. I'm going to take my usual squad members, Liara and Garrus. Yeah, I don't care about that. One of the things I will point out here, maybe I'll cut it out later, is that I'm only going assault rifle. I've noticed that I really only use the assault rifle. There's no point carrying other weapons, especially when I'm very power heavy with my stuff. I did upgrade the Hurricane. I wanted Liara to have a better weapon there. I know I picked up a new sniper rifle, and there's probably some other pieces here that I could do. Thermoscope. It's not me playing as him. I don't give a shit.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Makes you wonder what we're going to find down there.
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Right, but then what? It plays pretty rough, and if it is a Reaper, I don't know that's the kind of help we want.
I don't know. They really have no idea what this is, and they keep saying, it's a Reaper just because of the shape. And maybe it's because I've played this already and I know, but...
We're not going to win this war by turning away help, even if it does have blood on its hands.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
No, you're not.
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Yeah, if they weren't buckled in, they would be, like, thrown around that thing so bad. I don't believe that they're just gonna walk out of this one just fine. If I was on that ship, I'd be dead. Right now. Dead. Immediately. Done.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Not our best entrance, Shepard.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. Whatever that pulse was, we're not the first to get hit.
No. The Tritons.
Reapers! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle!
Yes.
Give us some cover fire!
Copy that! Another pulse hit me! Flight control scrambled!
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him! Okay, we're clear.
Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Okay. What? What do you mean we need to talk?
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander.
Yeah, what
that
do you
pulse
mean?
knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Why can't the Leviathan
We aren't getting out of here
knock
until
out the
we find
Reaper?
it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
It's a long ways down. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you.
It's gonna take
Time's
like
wasted.
a long time to just drop.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that
Yes.
cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started.
Got a
Just-
cell for you,
yeah,
Commander.
totally.
Find somewhere to plug that in.
I was like, where? Run. Done.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
Alright, I guess we're hopping in the mech here, guys. We salvage that, I
Get
guess?
to that mech, Commander. We could use the help.
Use the mech. Alright, well, I'm hopping in. Calm down there.
Looks like
Got
we're
'em all.
clear now, Commander. Good. I need to get in the water before they come back. Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
There we go. Walked it over to Cortez. Take
All
a
right,
look,
Commander.
Cortez.
Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Listen, Chip, I'm all for crazy ideas, but this one's off the charts.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Alright. Yeah, let me double check if there's
I
anything
want to
else.
take a look around first.
Come back when you're ready.
That was weird. You guys hear that? It was very weird. Like, it was almost like he was like in an open room that didn't have any like sound deadening.
Ready for a swim?
Let's go.
Let's take it down.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch.
Engaging systems.
This is actually a pretty cool.
Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you.
Here goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1.
Suit holding up, Commander. Looks good so far. Copy that.
Nope. Don't read you. Too much interference. Probably too
Cortez?
deep.
Cortez.
I think when I had Mass Effect 3 on the Xbox 360, I never got the DLC at that point. So I only played this when I finally got on the PC a couple of years ago. But I remember watching it. It's weird that the light just went out, too. He's just falling. Finally hit the bottom. Jellyfish. This whole experience is kind of cool, though.
Not sure if you can read me out there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding out. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Like, you don't really do much here, you just kind of, like, walk forward and then drop off. Like, it fires those automatically. Like, I'm not doing anything other than, like,
Shutting
pointing
down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power.
and watching.
Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
I don't know, like, is the probe on the right side? Like, looks like lines of code. Some programmers like, yeah, just like toss like a block of code up there. That'll be fine. They'll interpret it as readings.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
You go further down. How deep is this planet?
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that?
Whoa. Ah, okay. Whoa, there it is. And here you go. Leviathan. Now we get some answers to the Reapers. You wanted an origin story for the Reapers? Look at this.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
I was like, who's the shape of?
Ann. What's happening?
Why would you think it's Anne Bryson?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Yeah, so what Leviathan's doing is pretty much like talking inside of Shepard's brain through representations that he probably better understands than this big, like, fish monster.
Took down a Reaper. You can help us win this war. Why the hell are you hiding down here?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why.
Yeah, it really doesn't make a lot of sense why, like, Shepard is so godlike.
Cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful when they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Okay, so Harbinger is the first Reaper, and it, like... I've talked about it in previous videos, or maybe even the previous series, of how, like, there was a different idea initially for why the Reapers were going through, and it was to deal with, like, dark matter and dark energy, but they instead pivoted towards civilizations, create machines, the machines overthrow the creators, the machines then live on. And so it's like, alright, well, we gotta stop this. And so we create a machine. Like, you did the flaw here, right? Like, Leviathan created the machine that then said, no, we're done. Like, why did... What? This is dumb. That's so dumb.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
I mean,
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
So the weird thing is, though, in Mass Effect 2, we fight a human-looking Reaper, right? But then they were like, nah, F all that. It's just, the Reapers are just in the shape of these bugs. I'm gonna call them bugs, 'cause I'm pretty sure they were just bugs. And then it's like, no, now they're like these massive... it is... The potential for it was so good, and it was...
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
Interesting. So the cycles weren't always 50,000 years then, is the assumption. At some point they were longer, and then they got to like 50,000 year sort of increments here. But it's trying to find a way to preserve life. So it's like, alright, we're gonna just kill all life. Restart it, see if the next one does it right. Nope. Alright, restart it, see if the next one does it right. The question is, how long has the Leviathan been here?
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
The cycle continues.
No. You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs.
No.
The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It's not it's not really their fault. Like, it is and it isn't, right? Like, this Leviathan didn't really create whatever intelligence bullshit that they're calling it. Keeping Shepard here is not going to do him any good either. But, like, again, it goes back into, like, the game would kind of suck if at the end of it you lost. So I get, like, they gotta have Shepard win, and, like, you stop the Reapers and do whatever in whatever fashion, because, you know, game kind of stinks otherwise. But it's like, you know, if I am a Leviathan, why... Like, the Protheans were, like, a better species, if you think about it. The humans kind of suck, you know? So why would I believe Shepard that he's gonna be the savior? Ooh, the savior. Whoosh.
You're responsible for this. Every race that's ever been destroyed is because of you. And now the Reapers will destroy you too. Unless you start fighting. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Okay, so there are other Leviathan there.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Whoa. Go back up. Up, 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 up. Alright, cool. So we got some Leviathan help, then. We're gonna see a pretty cool sequence here. What happens if there's a rock right above him? Right? It's very convenient that he's just able to, like, rocket himself back up. He got rocked by that communication. Shepard's about to be wrecked. Or will he? Whoa. Mind control. Weird, it keeps going like in and out of like pre-rendered and in-game engine cutscene. But we're off this planet. Is it gonna take over the Reaper? Yep.
Shepard, wake up! He's freezing!
Give me some blankets then.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
It's a bad
We're lucky
hangover.
we got you back.
How did it go down there?
We found it. It's real. And a lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
Yes, definitely. Like, you get this sort of apex being that's on your side now. The question is, like, what's going to happen post-war with this thing kind of being there?
It was. We exposed it. Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's a part of this war now. And it's gonna help fight.
That's incredible.
Yeah. One for the history books.
Is that it?
Finish reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Oh, hey, we do
Busy?
have something to talk with.
I have
about.
time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
It'd be interesting, though, like... Let's say that our lifespan got elongated. But, like, your evolution doesn't really change, I guess? Like, would it? Would we just spend more years in, like, school? Like, do you develop at a much slower pace? Because that's kind of what the Asari seem to do, is that they, like, you're a baby until, like, you're, like, 50 or something. It's kind of like Baby Yoda, right? Like, Baby Yoda's, like, 50 years old, but he, like, can't do anything. Would that be us? I don't know. And then, like, I don't know, man. There's so many thoughts you could have. I don't feel like going into all of them. I do agree, though, that I'm going to go with the you can't give up option, because sure, like, you might witness the end, but that just means you should try and stop it.
Or you could keep fighting.
I know. It's just... difficult. Watching you get shot at out there. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Oh, it's all for you, of course. Ugh. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to lead to the relationship, but...
The Reapers would have been here years ago if I didn't.
I wish motivating everyone else had been as simple. At least the galaxy always had you.
Lucky galaxy.
I certainly think so. Let's talk later, Shepard.
Yeah, this one actually took all the time. It was a lot of, like, conversation with Leviathan. So we finally found it. We finished the Leviathan DLC at this point. I don't know, kind of good to get the info, but I still agree it's like, I still think it's anticlimactic of like, oh, that's what they are. Okay. Like, fine. I guess I could have used a bit more info, a bit more answers, a bit more like, well, you know, did the Leviathan ever go outside of the galaxy? Like we do in Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, did they ever try and expand beyond that? Did they, or were they just fine with the galaxy as a whole? Did they ever, like, what was... Once you get to a point of, like, enslaving the whole galaxy, I guess. I'll call it enslaving because it's pretty much what they were doing is, like, mind-controlling little beings to do things. But, like, what was their end goal, right? What is the end goal at that point? Like, once you live everywhere, like, Was it for food? Was it to harvest minerals? They didn't create the mass relays, so you know, they pretty much said that the Reapers did that. But where'd they get the tech, right? Did they just develop it? How did the Leviathan previously travel between everywhere? Did the Leviathan create the Citadel? I'm gonna assume no. And it was the Reapers, because they created like a central hub here. Like a lot of this stuff you start to piece together, and all of it boils down to like a lot of the tech that was created was more of just like advance a lot of these races up to the point of being spacefaring. Then we can figure out, all right, you're the one that's probably going to create AIs that are going to overthrow you, and so we're going to wipe you out. I was like, what? To save life, you destroy life? I still don't understand that. I will never understand that. That was a really bad story mechanic. Somebody's got to explain it to me. It's so dumb. In any case, we're done. We're done with this one. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, usual stuff. I'm not going to go through it again, but next part is going to be going back to Tachanka and curing the genophage. So stay tuned for that one. For now, go watch any other videos on the channel. Again, thanks for watching. This is Tatman, and I'm out of here.